You're crazy to know who I am, aren't you? All right, I'll show you. There's a souvenir for you. I'll show you who I am and what I am. Look, he's all eaten away. How do you like that,
So what's up, everybody? It's me, True Star Screamer, and we've got ourselves another Neca review. And I tell you, these Universal Monster figures are abso-flipping-lutely fantastic. We are looking at The Invisible Man, based off the 1933 movie starring Claude Rains. This is basically the movie that put him on the map. And this is a fantastic presentation, but they all are. We'll go into all this as well, but I mean, these bookends are just... Oh, I love these boxes. I can't throw them out. I really can't bear to. So if I ever need to transport them, I've got them all together. But we've got the original movie poster showing the invisibility effects, showing the different masks, and of course showing the figure itself. I love with the photography on this faux wearing, like this was an old vintage poster. But enough about the box, but seriously, these are premium presentations. Let's get this guy open and see what he's all about. Wait, he's invisible. How am I supposed to see? Move along. Fun fact, I actually built these dioramas strictly for the Universal Monsters. But, yeah. Neca has really been knocking it out of the park with these. The Invisible Man, again, this came out in 1933. And it really deserves a watch. The whole thing should be on YouTube. It is a real masterpiece in effects for its time, and the performances are great. If you ever watch one scene in particular, you can actually look it up on YouTube, where you look up the Invisible Man and he says, "I'll show you who I really am." Watch that clip. Listen to how he laughs. Mark Hamill has specifically cited that was one of his influences in when he was making his Joker character. So yeah, this movie's got a lot ingrained in geekdom. The figure itself, it is a fantastic rendition. I mean, this is a Neca figure. Articulation, it's really easy. Single jointed everything, nothing's making 90 degrees. Don't expect any ninjutsu coming out of this guy. It does have a waist, there's a little bit of ab, and yeah. But that's not why we buy these. I mean, these are all people who do... well, actually, honestly, this is about as articulate as I am these days, especially in my 40s. So, very realistic. The joints, you hear the squeaks, but they're not feeling fragile like old Neca. The paint is immaculate. I love the highlight on here, showing off the folds of the jacket. The face itself, there's a dry brush going on the bandages. Now, everything here, this is all part of this head. So the goggles are not removable, but when we get to the accessories, well, you'll see they definitely spoil us with them. And he stands just fine. Oh, hand and the wrists do have in and out hinges. Now, I really bet some of you were going to be thinking I was going to just take him out of the frame and say, and here he is in his invisible mode. Well, no. What is funny, I don't know if you notice on the back of the box, Neca actually had this figure just like this, with the hands pulled out and no head on there, as if it was one of the presentations for him. So here he is without his regalia. As far as accessories go, he does come with a drink with a straw. He has his books of mathematical scientific formulas. Now, I mentioned before, the goggles weren't removable, but they did give us a set of goggles. They also gave us, and I am just going to point at it, and we'll zoom in, Dave. Zoom in. He's got a fake nose, which again, from the reveal, the nose pops out of his, from the head here. That nose pops out. They also pack in 2 extra noses in case your carpet decides to eat it. Has his fake hair, as if it's been removed, like a toupee. Extra hands, we have a holding hand. We have a gesturing hand here. These have work gloves on them, and they have vertical hinges in them. And then in the gray gloves, we've got another holding hand and 2 gesturing hands. And all these plug right in. I kind of dig it, without the head on there. It works for him. Now, part of me almost makes me wish that, especially for the drink, that there was some kind of adapter so I could actually take out the hand and make it look like the drink was floating. Like I have like a little socket on there, some kind of I don't know, a thin transparent piece of plastic to make it look like the drink was floating, but that's just me. Then we have this is a cool head, because this you can actually see is hollow here. I didn't notice that this hand actually holds the goggles a lot better, making it look like he just tore them off, though you still can't have him hold his nose. He doesn't have a hand that does that properly. But I definitely dig this look, because it looks like, well, that the whole mask is hollow. I mean, that he's invisible inside of it. Also, these gloves, the black gloves, a neat thing they have with their design, they've got the thin pegs in there, so it does make it look like, if you look at it just right, that they're just floating in there. Like there's no, if the angles are right, that there's no wrist skin between it. I really dig this. And then finally, I'm almost saying this is I'm torn between this being my favorite or the second head. But this is one with no bandages on the underside, making the head look like it's floating on there. And again, that just floats on the ball peg on there. This is great. I mean, this was some fun engineering. I do know that Jada Toys made a Universal Monster series as well. I did pass on that line, and they did make an Invisible Man, where they had him in his smoking jacket, which does happen in the movie. But, yeah, I'm really torn between that and this being my favorite heads. I'm not sure which one I'm going to have them on display. Final thoughts real quick. I mean, this is going to be either you're into this or you're not. I am a movie buff. I am old. I love the Universal Monster stuff growing up as a kid. The Invisible Man specifically, especially taking into account that it was in 1933, how they were able to make those effects blew me away. And of course, Claude Rains' his performance was absolutely awesome. And, I actually read the book. I know, weird. Neca, again, knocked this out of the park. And all their Universal Monsters are, in my opinion, a must-own, especially if you're into this genre. If you're a movie buff, if you're a fan of if you're a fan of movies, especially these classic movies, this looks great on your shelf. This is not Spider-Man. This is not going to be a dynamic piece. But again, it's going to be great for photography, especially black and white photography, because they are going to release a black and white version of this, but, my backdrops aren't black and white. So, I'm still torn on which head I should display him in. Let me know your thoughts. If you think I should go with the regular fully geared one, partially, or the half mask. This is definitely a figure I'm very happy with, though, again, I would have really liked some bandages for him to come out with, a kind of floaty hand for the drink to make it look for that. Actually, even a cigarette would have been nice. That would have gone really well with it, because he did smoke in the movie. And, NECAs are technically not toys. They're adult collectibles. So they could have him with a cigarette, but I can always craft one of those. But yeah, stick around. I'm definitely gonna have some fun photography with this guy. And as always, give us a like, give us a comment down below. Hit the subscription button. We're always, this channel, we're trying to keep moving forward. And until next time, please take care. Peace.